What is good, YouTube fam, YouTube familia? It is your boy, Damien, aka the Melanated Tiger, brethren and sistren, back at it with yet another video. Trying something new this time. Doing it from my laptop right in my room. Um, Normally I do it like outside, cause back when I was like starting to do these videos, it was like around the summertime, so I just figured might as well just go outside and like kind of like do what like a lot of other YouTubers were doing and just do videos outside. But now, since it's like as of like to February 11th, it's starting to snow and it was like really cold and it's a little bit in the evening. I decided to try this out, a new little method. You gotta like try to experiment and not just like keep yourself in a box. But yeah, if you've watched my previous video, you noticed I was rocking that Tom or that Rasta cap hat or the Bob Marley hat, as most people out here call it, for a reason, and that was because I mean I didn't really want to hide it away, but I just wanted to like create a little suspense, and not like spoil what I really wanted to do. But yeah, this is the my 5 year update with these locks, man. 5 years in the lock game. Um, it has been quite a journey, man. Like it's really surreal to really have like made it this far in the game, man. Like I never really thought. Sorry, my hair was like kind. I tried to put it like in a bun, but I don't really know how to do all that. But what was I saying? Wow, I really lost my train of thought. But oh yeah, it's really just surreal that I've been in the game for this long, and and I actually have like hair that's this long because as a melanated man, it's really a struggle, especially when you got like the type 4C hair, to really just grow hair in general because it's really coily and like kinky, and it tends to break easily, it's in like constant need of like moisture. So it's a really struggle to even just grow like just a even simple fro. Because when you try to pick that shit out, it's like you just keep ripping hair out and it never grows. That's what happens when I tried to grow a fro. I just couldn't because it's just how my hair is. But luckily, that actually, funnily enough, is like the perfect texture to grow these because it'll help it lock faster because it's what the hair wants to do. This is like the hair of man. Like everybody's hair will do this at some point. If you just wash it and just let it do its thing, it will just lock up and do its thing. But I never really thought I'd be able to pull it off, but I just stuck with it. I just really stopped caring about it for a while. Like at first, like I was like, pulling out the ruler and measuring it every week or so and getting frustrated because it was still staying at the same, and it was just like, and then eventually, down the line, I was just like, man, just let it do its thing, man. It's just there. It'll get there at some point. And yeah, and it got there. It got there. All I just did was just waited. I just waited, took care of it, went in and got my retwists every now and then. Well, at first I had to go like every month or so, but now I only really go like every 6 months or every 4 months. Or I mostly just go in just to get a wash and just get it hooked up, really, because I don't really do it myself. I just go to the salon and have them hook it up professionally, so because I don't want to mess it up myself. I mean, I could wash it myself, but it's a pain to really try to wash locks yourself because you gotta like really be careful if you like wash it and you don't like rinse it completely because that's how you get mold and whatnot. But 5 years in the game, man. 5 years in the game. One thing though, one thing about these locks in particular is that they're salon locks, like I just mentioned. And that's one thing. But before I get into that, let me do a little like review or like 360 or whatever they want to call it. Is the side. Let me try to get to the back. Yeah, man. It's wild, man. Definitely one of the more better life choices I've ever made. Um, one thing like what I was about to say was if I might end up cutting them only because not because I'm getting tired of them or nothing, just for a fresh start. Because I don't really like. It's not really good to get too attached to things and like let it become your identity or nothing. Like, yeah, sure, locks definitely help me love myself and help me gain confidence, but I don't want that to be like a crutch to the point where it's like I have to rely on it. It's just really just there. But I might end up cutting them so I can like do it the real way, which is the freeform way. That's the real way to do it. I mean, these kind of look like freeform locks, but no, these are actually salon locks. But because I got that type 4C hair, it's like it kind of makes it look like freeform. And what I usually like to do with locks or with these locks is I don't really go in for retwist too often. I like to like wait as long as possible to get that little semi freeform like afro and nappy natty kind of look. I really like that unruly kind of like look where it's kind of like a fro underneath. I don't really like the salon like the fresh retwist look because I don't really like how it like shows your scalp. I don't really like how and like it like twist this. They twist it to the point to where it's like it feels like it's like really thin at the roots and whatnot, and I feel like that's been an issue because I've had a few of my locks like break off, especially like in the back. Like here, I think I can show one that's I had to twist into a knot because it was thinning from I'm not sure exactly why it was thinning. It was just thinning for some reason because I keep my shit moisturized and whatnot, and I like have a cap on every night, but it just happens. Yeah, this one right here, I had to let me get a little closer. I had to tie it into a little knot because it was thinning, but I guess that helped keep it at bay for now. But who knows? I might end up just chopping that off. I mean, it ain't really nothing, man. I might end up chopping just a few just for the sake of having less and having them being able to have them hang a little bit more a little bit more freely. I feel like I kind of have a little bit too many to be honest, but we'll just see. But other than that, man, yeah, this is 5 years right here, man. In the lock game. All you gotta do is just stick with it and be patient and not really care about what people think or like all these stereotypes about how people with locks don't wash their hair or like everybody with locks smokes weed or does drugs. Like, who cares about all that, man? That's just ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is one of my biggest like um pet peeves because it's like you're just making assumptions based off of like what society or like what people tell you, and it's like I'm really a big proponent of thinking for yourself and doing your own research and not having other people think for you. So if you're trying to start your locks, like just do it for you, man. Don't do it for the trend. Don't do it because the rappers are doing it. Don't do it because your homies are doing it. Don't do it for the ladies or nothing like that, man. Do it because it's in your heart, it's in your soul, and you want to do it for you, man. I mean, to keep it a bug with y'all, when I first, my inspirations for actually starting logs actually wasn't even rappers or even like Rastas or anything like that. It was actually like, well, for one, because I wanted long hair, but mostly like metal bands and like hardcore bands, like like Korn, Rage Against the Machine. Like I used to fuck with those bands like uh a lot back in the day. I just and the frontman had the dreads, so it was just like I just thought it was just really cool. I just thought it was like really like rock and roll and like metal to really have like dreads and just long hair in general. But eventually down the line, oh yeah, and of course the OGs right here. I'm wearing this shirt for a specific reason. Actually, these were actually the guys, the Bad Brains, probably the best band ever. They actually inspired me to grow locks when I discovered them back in 2015. Um, Actually, yeah, yeah. They were the ones who got me, um, inspired me to grow my locks and got me into the whole Rastafarianism, lost lifestyle, Rasta lifestyle, and not only just like Rasta lifestyle, but like the whole hardcore and like metal. Like I feel like dreads not only represents like it, one culture, it represents like kind of like hip hop, with all the rappers having it, and like metal and hardcore and like rock, like a lot of them have it, and then the reggae artists, the Rastafarians, they have it, and like the goths, like it's been appropriated by so many cultures to the point where it's like it's the perfect hair if you're one of those kind of people who just don't really stick to one thing, and you're like kind of like a mix, and you take like Bruce Lee, be like water kind of thing, where you like take one thing from here and here and here. It's like the perfect representation of that. But most people will just assume like I'm just a Rasta. I mean, I am, but it's like I'm more than just that. Like I like the lifestyle, and I kind of consider myself one. But it's like I did it more than just because I'm a Rasta. It's more because I just always wanted just long hair in general. Like, and I never really thought I'd be able to get this far, but all you gotta do is just stick with it, man. Um, that is pretty much all I got, man. I just wanted to just update y'all on the hair. Again, this ain't really like a lock channel or nothing. This is just I just wanted to just um give an update and get another video out there, especially um a, a new type of video, not just like with the phone outside and whatnot. Like I definitely wanted to try out this like webcam kind of thing, just try something new and see, like, just try different things until you find your own little way of doing it, because it's all just really a work in progress. I don't really expect this channel to like grow, huge or nothing. This is just, just to really, you know, let and it just be an outlet for like my ideas and like what goes on in my head. Because I like, I'm at work and whatnot. I just be just thinking a lot about ideas and like what to talk about and like, how to inspire others and whatnot. But to wrap this up, man, yeah, if you want to grow locks, I really encourage everyone to. Like, I was originally about to be like, oh, I feel like every like I think I had made it. Yeah, I made a previous video about how every brother should grow locks. And I think not just every brother, but every person on this planet. Yeah, every person on this planet should at least once in their lifetime. I mean, it's a bit easier for those with like not, textured hair or like curly or texture to do it, but yeah, it's really possible for everybody to do it. I really feel like this is really the like natural hair of man in a way. So, but again, don't do it because I said you do it. No, do it because it's in your heart, because you want to do it for you. Always do things for you. Don't do things because like it's trendy or everybody else is doing it or whatever, man. Nah, man, it ain't really about that, man. You gotta really do things for yourself. But that's really all I got, man. I mean, if y'all got any questions about it, um, I'll yeah, just comment and I'll probably make another video or something, man. But until then, peace out, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and see y'all next time.